I'm Ludwig Wright. I'm a singer-songwriter and busker. I'm 24 years old and I've recently moved to London and I play on the streets of London.
Where are you from?
So my mum is from Germany, my dad is from England, from Bristol, and I've lived quite a fair bit in Germany, in Berlin to be exact, and also in York, up in North England, and in Bristol also.
So when did you start playing music?
I started playing music as a child. I had classical guitar training when I was about 8, and then as a teenager I played a lot in bands and sang in a school choir, and then when I moved to Berlin at the age of 18 I started this singer-songwriter project.
Someone encouraged you to engage with music?
Well, my parents were always supportive of me doing music, and they of course paid for the tuition I had as a kid, and I was very much influenced by the recordings and records played at home and in the car, which were mainly Beatles CDs, and one movie influenced me quite a lot, which was the Blues Brothers, and I always it was very inspiring for me, and I looked up to that and I thought I want to do that, stand on a stage and perform.
So, how long have you been singing on the streets?
It's been about 3.5 years, not quite. And I started when I was living in York. I busked. In Britain it's called busking, playing on the street, and I busked at the weekend just for fun, and also because the money was quite good in a way, a bit like a side job. And then when I was living in Bristol I also busked there at the weekend, mainly because I was still studying. I studied philosophy and musicology, and since about 6 months, and in the last 2 years before that, I was travelling around Europe doing a lot of busking, and in the last 6 months, having moved to London, I do it full time.
So how do people react when they see your performance?
Mostly it's positive reactions, from giving money to smiling to clapping to saying compliments, to watching, making a video, which is really nice, and that's really positive. And sometimes you do get also negative feedback of people shouting at you or something like that. Usually it's quite humane, but and it does come every now and then, but one just has to see that mostly it's positive feedback. Yeah.
So, what was the reaction of your family and friends when you told them that you are going to sing on the streets?
So when I first started, it was they were like, yeah, do it, why not? And then because at that time for me, I was just starting off, I didn't make much money with music. It just seemed quite good. Also the payment was quite good, and then the last 2 years I just travelled around. When I travelled around Europe busking, I made enough money to pay my accommodation, pay my travels, pay my food. So when I started doing it full time, I knew I could make a living from it. So everybody was very supportive, and also think of it being quite cool. I've got a lot of friends in Germany who don't appreciate busking in the same way as people do in Britain, because in Germany it's just not so appreciated, but especially my friends and family, they're very supportive about it.
And what do you expect from this in the long term?
In the long term, for me, what is very good is to just practice being on stage and on playing and interacting with people, getting to know more people, getting a bigger social media fan base and stuff like that. So I'm trying to work that. But besides doing busking and playing on the streets, I also do quite a lot of gigs, and tours. Like at the beginning of the year, I toured in Germany for 2 weeks. Last night I had a big gig in London, so I'm trying to do that as well, besides the busking, to make it in the long run, to be able to tour more, play more gigs in venues.
And what kind of music do you play?
I call it folk rock acoustic pop, FRAP for short.
Who is your favorite musician?
I'm very much inspired still by the Beatles. I think they're really good musicians. My favorite singer is probably Freddie Mercury. But I'm also inspired by songwriters like Bob Dylan, where they really work the craft of songwriting. But also contemporary singer-songwriters, British singer-songwriters like Ed Sheeran or Jake Bugg or George Ezra.
Tell us about your CD.
I released an album last year called Hope. I recorded it in a studio in Berlin with a whole band. So it's not only me playing acoustic guitar and singing, but it also includes bass, drums, and keys like organ and piano. And it's 6 songs about motivation and hope. They're very positive. It's quite life-affirming stuff. It's very upbeat and dancey.
Know how it feels hanging down this road alone. Know how it feels coming down this road alone. When I go, I will know that you're there for me, standing close to me. When I go, I will know that you're there for me, standing close. Never let me Thank you very much.